kind of like it wasn't a Force ghost because he said he's part of his memories.
Oh,
but I wonder if it was that Leia used her whatever left of the Force powers that she had to bring back Han Solo to be that last try, to bring him back to the light.
No,
I don't know if that was. Did you read something about it?
No, I didn't. But I forgot to tell you. So I read about when Finn was going into the thing. We went off on a tangent. And he said, "I got to tell you something." So people wrote about that. They wrote. I think what we read. They wrote J.J. Abrams directly, like on what's that called, on Twitter or some shit like that. So he finally responded and was like, "Oh, the thing he wanted to tell Rey was that he's Force sensitive." Yeah, how's that make sense?
Yeah, well, it's funny.
Why
Marco, this is really funny.
Marco, we're out on a lake.
Right.
We're about to drown, right?
Right,
Some
right.
things, there's some tentacle monster dragging us underwater.
Right.
And I'm going to look at you and say, Marco, I got to tell you something.
That's right, yeah.
And the first thing I'm thinking is, hey, by the way, I've got magical powers.
Yeah, right.
Right? That's what I'm going to fucking yell at you?
Yeah.
Not, hey, Marco, I love you, man. Blunk.
Yeah, well, you can see his Force powers from the movie 1, but they didn't make
the perfect. I say, but it now by JJ saying he had Force powers, that made sense because how else is he going to pick up that fucking lightsaber and not cut his own face off when he went to fight Kylo the first time?
That's right. Yeah.
He's just that lucky, and they always said that Han Solo is not Force powers, but Force sensitive. Han Solo is Force sensitive. That's why he was always so lucky.
Oh,
hence why Han shot Greedo first because he knew Greedo was about to shoot him. Bow. Although, is there a version where he doesn't shoot Greedo first? I don't know. But they made shirts about everything. Like Han shot, you could see. Han shot his ass first. He's like, "Fuck this guy!" Plow.
Yeah.
The newer versions they edited out because they felt that Han shooting first made him seem as a harsher character.
Right. He seemed like a harsher dude shooting first, but that's okay. I thought that made him a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, look. He's a scoundrel. He's a badass.
Right.
That's him. You can't make him a little wuss. Like, oh, he shot me. I dodged it.
Yeah,
that's
right.
They make him dodge it. Right? Was that what it was?
No,
they made him like.
So that, he does this real quick. There were several edited versions. One of them had just a puff of smoke appear, and it was like, oh, what happened? Oh,
that's horrible.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Is that one that you're talking about?
Usually.
Puff of smoke out of Greedo's gun, and he does this real quick thing, and then.
Yeah, I think I watched a version of that. That was horrible. But it was just like, what? What just happened?
What just happened?
And I feel like that was what I felt at the end of the Star Wars movie. So I was saying that, what'd you think about Palpatine? And he had all these ships. I was like, who's flying all these fucking ships?
I'm saying, he had a very short amount. I mean, how many years went by?
That was a long.
That they were saying
it was a long. I don't remember how much time because remember I was falling asleep.
I mean, man, 80. I mean, even if it was not gonna have been 80 years, huh?
It could be anything.
Yeah.
There's a number. There's a number. I can honestly say I don't know it.
I don't know what it is, but there was a lot of destroyers. Like, where the hell did they get all the resources and all the manpower to be able to build?
There is a thing that where the New Order came from.
Yeah,
was after because it's retarded to think you blew up the Death Star. You blew up the Death Star, and all of a sudden everything is gone. There were still people that worked. They worked under the it wasn't the New Republic. It was under the Galactic Empire.
Yeah, the Galactic Empire.
So they were people that had jobs. They didn't just all of a sudden stop working.
Right.
They were like, hey, we got to keep this shit together.
Yeah. Well, the Clone Wars makes sense because all the clones were being cloned at a planet where they were
people.
But those were people.
They wasn't just clones because after a certain time, clones died.
That's true. Yeah.
Clones they had an accelerated life.
That's right.
So they can grow older quickly. So they could fight at a young age.
Yeah.
So the clones, most of them were dead. But there's the clones, and then there's the Galactic Empire still had a bunch of people that they took from planets.
Yeah.
So it was like they went to the outer edges.
Right. That's
is
crazy,
what the story
man.
is. I'm actually reading it. I'm actually reading it now.
Yeah.
I'm reading these books called oh shoot, I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'm actually listening to it on Audible, and so they're like 3 books, and it all describes what happens after the Battle of Endor. When they blow up and they start to take over because now they got to start fixing shit. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
The Empire kept shit in order. Now they got rid of the Empire, so now when they leave a vacuum. You know, it's kind of like taking out Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
And now
what happens to
ISIS
everything else?
runs in.
Right,
You know,
right,
so
right.
it's kind of them dealing, the New Republic dealing with all the problems and stuff like that. But again, I've only gotten the first book under my belt. Not even the full first book.
Okay.
But yeah, that's part of, I think that's part of the canon. I think that falls under the canon.
Yeah.
Not new canon, which I never even knew that word to be a thing.
It's a big thing in Star Wars.
Now it's a big thing, right?
It's a huge thing in Star Wars.
The new canon, a lot of it is.
Guys, there's just
So
so many books out there that were written.
I know,
you
but
know,
the
and
new
it's
canon
so.
kind of doesn't make it.
But the new canon, no,
It kind of doesn't make sense.
It's
Religious term.
yeah,
New canon.
yeah, the new canon. Right,
Oh,
yeah, that is
yeah.
true. Yeah, it's like a new religion thing. Yeah.
Well, so I know. The thing I was saying is, so he's got all these Star Destroyers. He blows up a planet with one of them, right? And they're like, "Oh, wow,
That's just one.
one."
Yeah.
Like, question: could you have not done that before you made that big ass round planet?
Yeah, right. It would have been a lot cheaper, that's for sure.
You could have a bunch of these things flying around.
It's like it would have
They
been
would've-
so much more efficient.
It would have been
You know, for being the Dark Lord.
right. It was like, ooh, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do
You didn't
another
have the
Death Star,
foresight.
but we're gonna have hundreds of Death
No,
Stars.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was. I get it. It was kind of cool, but at the same time, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I thought it was cool when at the end of the movie when all, the whole galaxy pulled together just to get to where the Sith planet was at so that they could stop. You
Right.
know, that was cool. That was cool the way that
Everybody gets together.
everybody came
Yeah.
together
Yeah,
to
and, you
to
know,
stop the.
They
to stop the
say
order.
that in real life, the only way, like they've done studies, and the only way to make everybody on Earth become one or to not fight each other anymore.
They have an invasion of aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, an alien race.
An alien race.
That would be the
Everybody
only time.
would all of a sudden like, hey,
Suddenly
black,
we're all
white,
going to be the same.
Jewish,
Yep. Purple doesn't matter. We're all the same, buddy.
religion, out the window.
Yep, that's right.
We got to take care of the aliens.
That's right.
So aliens, if you're listening,
Aliens, if you're listening.
just send droids. Right? We need some togetherness.
That's true.
Just send some droids. You don't have to kill yourselves. Just send some droids, some cannon fodder for us. to
Cannon fodder.
help us out, y'all.
That's right, man.
We'll send you back some of that stuff from Area 51.
I think what's his name? Stephen Hawking. I think he was the one that mentioned that. Stephen Hawking.
There was some
was it
studies.
somebody else?
There was a study.
Or maybe
I read
Stephen
about this.
Hawkins was quoting the study.
He probably
I don't know.
He
but
probably did. I wouldn't.
I don't know if it was Stephen Hawkins or if it was Neil deGrasse, but one of those two. I heard that from one of them.
Yeah.
I think
There was a study done, and there was these kids. They had them at a camp. It was like a psychological study, and they broke the camp up into two parts, and they would have them play games against each other. And it was like the Eagles and the Bears, or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would, one group they're saying you're number one, next group, and they originally was one whole camp, and they split up on these two halves, and they would literally the kids started to like find a certain amount of like they would start having animosity against these other kids that they were cool with before. Like they were all cool, like they split them up on purpose and gave them these designations, and they would play these games against each other. And it wasn't until they brought in a third group that nobody knew that those two groups kind of got together. I'm totally paraphrasing it, but it was kind of that same kind of thing. But it was done with little kids.
Yeah,
like back
yeah.
in like the 70s or something like that.
Yeah.
When people used to beat their kids and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like
People still beat their
well,
kids.
no safety
on the DL.
No, there was no. There was
no
very
safety,
little
there's no
safety
DCF.
strains. No DCF.
No child welfare
Child
involved.
welfare. This is like, hey kids, you want to play with this asbestos?
You want to play with this?
This asbestos snow. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. Woo!
Yeah. Go play with that, kid.
I learned that the other day.
Child dies.
Did you know the snow that was in The Wizard of Oz was actually asbestos?
Was it really?
I learned
Get
that the
outta
other
here,
day.
really?
I learned that the other. I should look that up. To make
He
sure
said
it's true.
I should look that up.
Is it? It's true.
It's in the poppy scene.
Oh, in the poppy scene.
Oh, it's in a poppy scene.
Yeah, where the good witch Glenda says, no, we'll reverse this poppies, and that's what poppies did.
Ah, that's what poppies do.
Yeah, poppies make you sleepy. You should reverse the effect with some snow. There was a lot of cancer they sprinkled on
It
those
was
people.
a lot of cancer.
A lot of cancer. And that shit is crazy.
Has any of them died? I mean, does anybody know?
All of them are dead.
Yeah, but not of cancer. Not because
A lot of them from cancer.
Complications from the mercury that was in the silver.
Oh, the Tin Man.
Wow,
right?
really?
The mercury from the suit.
Wow, really?
From the paint.
Oh my God, I didn't even know about that.
They didn't fucking know.
Get the heck out of here.
Science.
Huh? Wow, man.
Science.
Thank
And
you,
now we want
science.
But now people want to deny science.
Yeah.
Like they want to accept science when they want it.
Right.
Oh, I love science when my cell phone works. But when it says that, global warming is real, oh no, that's not science, that's fake.
Yeah.
It's like the same
know,
people
it's-
that brought your cell phones and make your cars go.
Yeah.
They brought science. That's
Right,
why
right,
we don't
right.
have lead in our fuel anymore.
Yeah.
And then people are talking about. You ever watch what's that thing called? It is with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, originally it was with Carl Sagan,
Carl Sagan.
and then later on it was
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, right.
Oh shoot, what's it called? It's called.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was on Fox.
That's Carl Sagan. Yeah.
No, yeah, but
Right?
it was
something about the stars.
no,
right?
no, no.
Something
But
he
that's
has-
one of his books. But it was the Cosmos.
the Cosmos. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
You watched the Cosmos?
Yeah, the Cosmos. Yeah. I bought it.
You bought it.
Yeah, I bought the whole
I've
thing.
seen it a couple times.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I have it.
It's like I could watch it again.
Thank you, Neil.
No, thank you, Carl
Very-
Sagan.
Oh, thank you, Carl Sagan. Yeah,
Because
it's
it's
true.
Carl Sagan.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Neil
that's
just
right.
redid it.
He just redid it. Yeah.
They made it more for modern times.
Right.
He's like,
Right.
the deep thing when you watch it with the eye
Yeah.
and how the eye is the universe. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
explains later that as many cells that you have in your eye,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
cells, atoms or whatever. In
Yeah,
the eye
yeah.
is as
Yeah.
much
It's
as
just with
stars in the
stars.
universe.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah, man.
My mind's blown.
My mind's blown. I'm transcending
I'm transcending
off this
so-
IPA.
We've gone from bitching
I'm
about
reaching the stars right now,
we're
man.
from
I'm-
bitching about
That's
Star
it.
Wars to talking about real science. I was
Like,
talking to
but
Dean.
they do that. They have Neil deGrasse also criticize.
No, he doesn't do it. He doesn't do it
criticize
anymore. Movies anymore.
Okay, yeah, but he has on
bitched
Star
about
Wars.
He bitched
and-
about Star
and-
Wars.
Yeah.
And I was like, I
Like
would
that-
love to have that conversation with him.
Yeah.
Because he's like, the Jedi and why they have a lightsaber. I'll just shoot you with a blaster.
Hmm.
Have you not seen what they do with lightsabers?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They block the blaster bolt, which is a bolt, and they knock it back at people. Right?
Yeah.
It's an ancient weapon, but
Yeah.
it's still
amazing.
nasty.
They're using the Force, man.
Right. And then the laser doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
Okay, so I get it. Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
But it's technically not your average laser.
That's yeah.
Right. It's connected to them through the Force.
Right. That's right.
That's
it's held
why-
together.
It's held together.
It's sustained by the
It's
Force.
sustained by the Force. So
Yeah.
when they turn on the lightsaber,
That's right.
the kyber crystal inside the
That's
person
right.
that made the lightsaber,
Yeah.
that crystal is bonded to them,
To them, yeah.
and that's why the red sabers. I just learned this recently too.
Yeah, the Padawans have to go and they have to go and
They go into the
They go
mountain.
into the mountain and
Right.
they look for their damn
Right.
stone, whatever stone
Right.
it is.
So yes, even though it doesn't fit your science, Neil deGrasse Tyson, it fits George Lucas's science.
It really does. It does. Thank you, George Lucas.
No matter how cockamamie
It was
may
really
be,
cool,
we
man.
gotta-
It was
we
a
gotta-
real cool idea.
We gotta love it, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
man.
love
I
it.
mean, he's made a fortune off it.
And that's why I felt like these movies were lacking. They were lacking Jedi.
Yeah.
They were lacking lightsaber duels.
Yeah.
They were, it was like, hey, let's take everything that you guys loved and we're going to kind of get rid of it. Like, we're going to just go back to just telling. But the stories, I give it. The stories are cool. I like some of the characters. I love Poe Dameron.
No, the characters are. I love the characters. I just think that Disney could have. They should have just. They should just stuck to canon.
Yeah.
And they should have given J.J. Abrams and the last director a little more freedoms on being a little more creative and having a more broader imagination instead of using the same thing.
Personally, I won't watch the second one again. I may watch this third one again.
Yeah.
I will watch the second one again because I fell asleep. So,
Yeah.
but
Because I fell asleep.
but
Thank you, IPA. Before the movie, thank you.
that movie, actually, that movie theater did have. They did have
IPAs.
I had
Yeah.
what the hell was that called? The High Lie one from Cigar City.
Right.
They had a big ass one of those things. I was like, oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. You
Please and thank you.
started, yeah, of course. You
was
started
good.
drinking 2 hours into it.
Yeah. I'll say in my defense, the theater was mad hot. Like the theater was hot.
Yeah.
I'm coming from New York temperatures. I'm in Florida, and they normally in New York, those 4DX stairs are freezing cold, and they're spraying water.
Oh,
they
yeah,
have
you were telling me,
fans
yeah.
blowing. So you like bring a jacket.
Yeah, you
right?
like keep the water spraying.
Right? But
Keep
I
you
would
cool
fall
down.
asleep. So when Ray and Kylo fought on the ship and the water started spraying, I was like, and I sat up
Yeah.
like, yes, water. Oh God, it was so yeah.
Refreshing rains.